Good day and welcome to Newton's TV News. Now to begin the news, here are the headlines read by Tiniela Emanuela. Oborevwori upgrades Delta Nysc camp as he constructs internal road. Oyo CP orders probe into killing of teenager by police stray bullet. Wike reveals projects for inauguration of Tinubu's second year. On education, representative apologizes to Nigerians over UTM clashes. On entertainment, court finds very dark man 200,000 naira damages in Falana over Kyle's defamation case. On the business news, Nigeria records $2 billion trade deficit in cereal. On the foreign scene, Trump unveils plans for $175 billion Golden Dome missile defense shield. On sports, Guardiola threatens to quit Manchester City over large squad. Now the news in full. Ruben Zeze, Delta State Commissioner for Works, Highways and Urban Roads, has highlighted Governor Sheriff Oborevwori's commitment to inclusive and people-focused governance, citing the recent upgrade of infrastructure at the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) camp in the state as a reflection of the approach. Issele stated this during inspection of ongoing construction of internal roads and drainage works at the National Youth Service Corps Orientation Camp in Issele-Uku, Aniocha North Local Government Area on Tuesday. The Works Commissioner said the governor is deeply concerned about the deplorable state of the internal roads at the camp and how COP members might perceive the state. However, Ronnie Karam, the project contractor, stated that the project is expected to be completed within 2 months, as most of the drainage work had already been done. The Oyo State Commissioner of Police, Johnson Adenola, has ordered a full-scale investigation into the death of a 14-year-old boy, Kehinde Alade, who died on Tuesday as a victim of police accidental firearm discharge. This was contained in a statement by the command spokesperson, CSP Osifeso Adewale, on Tuesday in Ibadan. He also confirmed that the officer responsible for the bullet discharge has been detained, along with other members of the team during the incident. Mr. Osifeso recalled how the incident happened around 7:45 a.m. along the Alakia Adeblubi Airport Road, when the police attempted to stop the victim's father, Odunayo Alade, from driving against traffic. He said Mr. Alade wrongly raced and rammed into 2 Oyo State Road Traffic Management Authority vehicles and a police patrol truck, while attempting to evade arrest by a joint traffic enforcement operation with the OYRTMA. The police further assured the general public of upholding justice and ensuring accountability, while sympathizing with the family of the deceased. Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike has announced plans to inaugurate some projects undertaken by the FCT administration to celebrate President Bola Tinubu's second anniversary in office. The minister's spokesperson, Lere Olayinka, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday. The statement explained that the projects were part of the decisions taken at the 14th FCT Executive Committee meeting at the FCTA, chaired by the minister. It stated that the inauguration of the projects will commence on June 10 and last for 19 days. Some of the projects include the rehabilitated Abuja International Conference Center, Kubo, Mabushi Bus Terminals, and Apowaso Road, the 16 Naira interchange and road network to connect Maritama, Batamape and Jai districts through Gashuri village, and Inner Northern Expressway from Idu, Ring Road 3 to Didi. The statement also listed one of the road projects in the area councils that would be inaugurated as the 15-kilometer road from A2 Junction, Abuja-Lokoja Expressway to Pai in the Kwali Area Council. The House of Representatives has apologized to Nigerians, especially parents and candidates of the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, over the glitches that affected more than 300,000 participants. The chairman of the House Committee on Basic Education and Examination Bodies, Oborevwori, expressed the apologies on behalf of the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board at a news conference in Abuja on Tuesday. The UTME were marred by technical errors which affected a total of 379,997 candidates from Lagos and the Southeast Zone. Mr. Oforji, who expressed regret over the glitches, sympathized with Nigerians, urging them to forgive the JAMB leadership over what he called human error. Mr. Oforji saluted the courage and sincerity of JAMB Registrar Isaac Oloyede for accepting the fault on behalf of his team and apologizing to the parents, candidates, and the country in general. According to him, the committee also appreciates the eagerness and determination of Nigerian students in pursuing their education to improve the country's future. He further called for an independent and uncompromising investigation into the matter. Now on entertainment news. The Lagos High Court has ordered social media commentator Martins O'Shea, popularly known as Very Dark Man, to pay a sum of 200,000 naira in damages in the ongoing 1 billion naira defamation suit filed by human rights lawyer Femi Falana's son and his son, rapper and activist Folarin Falana, better known as Falz. The case stems from a viral video posted by Very Dark Man in 2024, in which he accused the Falanas of hypocrisy and questioned the legitimacy of their activism. At the time, VDM released a scathing viral audio where Bobrisky alleged them that some unnamed EFCC officers collected 15 million naira from him to drop money laundering charges against him. Bobrisky in the audio also alleged that a senior advocate of Nigeria, San, and his son assisted in getting the charges dropped and keeping him out of prison. However, Very Dark Man then alleged that Falz and his father, Femi Falana, a renowned son, were the ones behind Bobrisky's ordeal. The father and son subsequently filed a lawsuit demanding 1 billion naira in damages, citing defamation of character and reputational harm. Very Dark Man then filed a preliminary objection, asking the court to dismiss the suit on various legal grounds. However, in a ruling delivered this week, the court dismissed his objection, declaring it baseless and without merit. As part of the decision, the judge ordered him to pay 100,000 naira each to Femi Falana and Falz, totaling 200,000 naira in cost. Now on the business news. The World Bank yesterday revealed that Nigeria recorded a $2 billion trade deficit in cereal in 2023. This was disclosed in a report titled Transport Connectivity for Food Security in Africa, Strengthening Supply Chains. The report, which examines how four major staples, cassava, maize, rice, and wheat, move across the continent, noted that Africa's agricultural supply chains are strained from the local level to the national, regional, and global levels. The World Bank report also stated that Nigeria, which is among the largest consumer and major producers of rice, still have spatial mismatch between production and consumption, for which an efficient transport system is needed to move food around the globe. Now on the foreign scene, President Donald Trump on Tuesday unveiled plans to begin building a sophisticated new missile defense shield that could intercept threats from space, estimating the endeavor would cost some $175 billion and become operational in 3 years. The project Golden Dome, which will be led by Space Force General Michael Gretzlin, echoes President Ronald Reagan's failed Star Wars program, which was criticized for being overly ambitious and siphoning money away from other national priorities. The White House cited advancements in technology as a reason why some of Reagan's vision was now possible. recalling that Trump began calling for a U.S. missile defense shield similar to Israel Iron Dome a year ago on the campaign trail after watching Israel deflect some 300 missiles and drones amid Iran's attacks that spring. However, on Capitol Hill, early indications were that Republicans would support the effort, with Senator Roger Wicker of Mississippi, chairman of the Senate Armed Service Committee, promoting to include a $25 billion down payment in an upcoming spending bill. Now in the world of sports, Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has said he will leave the club if they do not listen to his request about keeping the squad small. Guardiola on Wednesday explained that he do not want a large squad because it would mean some players will not get a chance to play. He said that it would bother his conscience to sign players only to leave them on the bench. Meanwhile, their loss to Crystal Palace in the FA Cup final last weekend means they will finish the season without winning a major trophy. They are still fighting to qualify for the Champions League next season, with their final game to be played on Sunday. However, City gave themselves a better chance on Tuesday by beating Bournemouth 3-1. As the Premier League table stands, City are competing with Chelsea, Newcastle, Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest for 3 Champions League spots. City now have 68 points, 2 more than Chelsea, Newcastle and Villa. Forest are 1 point behind them. Now to end the news, recap on our headlines. Oborevwori upgrades Delta Nysc camp as he constructs internal road. Oyo CP orders probe into killing of teenager by police stray bullet. Wike reveals projects for inauguration of Tinubu's second year. On education, representative apologized to Nigerians over UTM glitches. On entertainment, court finds Very Dark Man 200,000 naira damages over Falana and False defamation case. In the business news, Nigeria records $2 billion trade deficit in cereal. In the foreign scene, Trump unveils plans for $175 billion Golden Dome missile defense shield. In the world of sports, Guardiola threatens to quit Manchester City over large squad. That ends the news. From Mayor Kings TV as read and edited by Tinela Emanuela. Thanks for watching.